If you're a trader, and unfortunately, there's a lot of people in the crypto business that they've been around it forever, but they still don't know what they have. They still think they're trading little coins and tokens and speculating, and they're trying to guess which token will be up tomorrow or the next day. They miss the big picture. It's like we've invented a monetary network, the first in human history. It's probably 1 million times more efficient way to move money around. Money is half of everything, right? Half of everything on earth is in assets you need, like your car, like your house, like your clothes, like your art. That's half. And the other half is just pure financial energy. It's optionality to buy the stuff that you don't know you need yet, but maybe you want to give the money to your granddaughter, your grandson, or save it for a rainy day. So the half of the monetary energy in the human race is currently moving around in 20th century asset containers called stocks and bonds. And try wiring $100 million of Apple stock on a Saturday afternoon in Turkey. It's like, boy, you can't do it.
Right.
You can't do it, right? I mean, this is why I don't get worked up over crypto regulation. It's like, I can't wire $100 million of Apple stock to a private wallet in sub-Saharan Africa. So why would I be so worried if the Treasury wants to know if I wire $100 million worth of Bitcoin to a sub-Saharan private wallet? It's like, yeah, they might do it. Yeah, you might hate it. But Google and Apple still hold value. They're still valuable, even though you can't send them to sub-Saharan Africa with privacy. You don't need to actually have that flexibility. So Bitcoin, it solves a problem, and the problem is $200 trillion problem. We need one monetary network that everybody agrees on, right? And what is going to make it successful? I mean, basic technology protocol, an open protocol that supports a deflationary currency. That's one thing. Thermodynamically sound, mathematically pure. We need it to not be, corrupted code. Then we need, a physical network of hodlers to protect it. We need miners to operate it. It needs to be reasonably decentralized. Once you've got past that, it all comes down to, can you get institutions, corporations, and individuals to embrace it? And if they choose to embrace it, then it becomes the network. And if they choose not to embrace it, it isn't. So this is the thing. It's a technology network. It's probably, in my opinion, it's the single biggest technology advance of our lifetime. You could compare it to the internet. I mean, Andreas would. The internet was an information network. What happens if I digitize information and put it on a network? This is digitizing money. I saw an interesting quote. Somebody said the two greatest inventions of the human race are language and money. Well, the internet is really all about language, right? If information is language. So the internet gave us digital language moving at the speed of light 1 million times more efficiently than, I'm sitting in a library with books, okay? Like books, right? That's the 19th century, quasi 20th century approach to language. Very inefficient. You might as well be sitting in a vault of gold. And I think that everything you saw on the internet, that was digital language. And yeah, it was important, but digital money seems to be more important, at least as important. We could debate back and forth. One thing is for sure, it's at least 10 to 100 times more important than Google. And the world needs it. When Google came out, you could either buy Google, hold the stock and believe in it, or you could be perennially asking people about the Google bear market and when they're going to actually take money off the table and how they're going to trade it. And I was like, that's just so hard and exhausting, Laura, to try to figure out when you're going to do that. We're a company, we're trying to make the world a better place. I have some capital, I have some bandwidth. You got to decide what you're going to do with it. So I tried different things. We invented alarm.com. We spun it off. It's a nice company. We invented business intelligence. We run it. We do good. We have a chance to help commercialize the Bitcoin monetary network. The world needs it. It's probably going to happen with or without us, by the way. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't think it was going to happen with or without me, right? It's going to happen. And by the way, if we're wrong, then we're wrong. There's 3,499 other publicly traded companies that'll do something different, and then the human race will go forward on their shoulders and not ours. If we're right, maybe we help it along a little bit, and the world will be a better place. Either it'll be a better place for the people that need a currency that have no other alternative, or maybe it'll be a more rational place because price discovery will return to stocks and bonds and real estate. Or maybe it'll be a better place because politicians will treat people better. Or maybe it'll be a better place because big tech companies will find a way to move digital gold around 1 billion times faster than the current gold moves around. And when they move it that fast, we're going to create something magical that will go on. I think if you have electric power network with a short circuit, right? People forget. There'd be no New York City. There's no civilization if I can't get electricity to flow over power lines without a leak.
Right.
Like, people dismiss this stuff, but New York City wouldn't be here. You can't make a skyscraper work, right? There's some fundamental things about our society, right? There's no antibiotics without refrigeration, or no hospitals, right? So if you want to build a civilization, you're going to have to create networks that are thermodynamically sound. And the railroads, the power networks, the oil networks, and steel and metallurgy and other types of engineering and automotive networks, they're all critical. And I feel just as strongly about the monetary network. You want an example? Go look at what's going on in Venezuela or Argentina right now.
Right.
You could spend 1 million hours trying to run a company, but if you're running a company and you're a genius and the currency is collapsing that you're actually doing business in, it's hopeless. Before we turn it off, we better have nuclear fusion in the form of a sugar cube that we can give to everybody so they can light up their house, because otherwise a lot of people are going to die. So I think when you've got something better, then we talk about it. But until we've got something better, the best thing we can all do is find a way to spread this monetary network to the four corners of the earth.